Hey, welcome everybody to another BTG video. This one is not from the Nürburgring Nordschleife, but we are in fact only 10 minutes away from the Nürburgring. So in my job at Rent for Ring, I answer a lot of emails, answer a lot of questions on the social media. I want to do this, I want to do that. Is there a good museum? Blah, blah, blah. There's one question that I get asked quite a lot, and it is, where is the nearest unrestricted Autobahn to the Nürburgring? Now, living over here, it's kind of easy to forget what a novelty it is that the Autobahn has no upper speed limit. So today's video, I'm going to explain why that's not always true, what it's like to live with the Autobahn every day, and also, at the same time, I thought, why not do a top speed test of the Club 1000 Yaris, just for the lols. So if you like this idea and you like this video, please hit like, hit subscribe. And without any further ado, let's go check out the Autobahn. Before we leave the parking place and join the Autobahn, I've got a question for you. What top speed do you think the Yaris is going to do? I want indicated speed in kilometers per hour or miles per hour, and we'll convert it and we'll see who gets the closest. No skipping, no fast forwarding. You have to put your comment in now. All right, and now we'll carry on. The recommended top speed is 130 kilometers per hour. That's roughly something like 78 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, for those of you still working in Imperials. So if there is a guideline top speed of 130 kilometers per hour, you're thinking to yourself, well, how does that affect me? If I want to bust through that, you can. Yeah, absolutely you can. And on this video, I'm about to. But you have to understand that you are accepting some risk there. And also, in a court of law, precedents have been set in Germany that by going over 130 kilometers per hour, you automatically will be accepting some of the blame of whatever happens next. If nothing happens, no problem. If somebody pulls out in front of you because they look in the mirror and think that you're a mile away, but actually you're doing 260 Ks, guess what? You've got an issue. So you might be wondering, where are we? We are 17 kilometers from the Nürburgring. I will put the link to this location, a Google Maps link, down below in the description, so go check it out. And this is a dead end here, and if you look out of my right window, I'm going over a bridge, but there's nothing under the bridge, just a massive hole. And that's because we're actually at the start of this stretch of the A1. Now the A1 theoretically runs from quite far south in Germany to quite far north in Germany, but there is a break of about 40 kilometers as it passes through the Eifel because they never completed the link. So we're getting onto this broken end, this dead end of the A1 here, and it ends at a lorry depot, can you believe? And as you approach this, just remember there are speed limits. If there's one thing you'll learn from living at the Nürburgring and driving on Autobahns, is that funnily enough, they only put the speed traps in the locations where there's speed limits. Just like that, we're out onto the Autobahn. And don't worry, we're going to go fast as the Yaris will go anyway. So this is already straight away unrestricted. And I know that because there's a speed limit sign that's been turned around and covered up. So there is no speed limit here, and that's the default position. Throughout Germany, statistically speaking, you're looking at about 70% of all Autobahn is de-restricted. So 70% of Autobahn is de-restricted at the last major count, which is quite a lot of Autobahn, right? Another statistic for you is that the Autobahn accounts for about 30% of kilometers driven in Germany, but only accounts for about 11% of all crashes, accidents and mishaps. So that's pretty good. I don't know what you're guessing the Yaris is going to do, but she's indicating 180. It's a serious downhill here. In summer, you'll see a lot of manufacturers here, like lots of manufacturers. I've seen everybody from Tesla to Volkswagen to Chevrolet testing on this Autobahn stretch here. 197, 198. She doesn't count past 199. I think that's it. Oh, 199. That is indicated 199, reading 178 on the GPS. Sorry, both hands on the steering wheel. Yeah, so driving on the Autobahn in Germany is one of those funny things. When you are out driving on it yourself, obviously on the first trip here, it's quite a big thrill, isn't it? You can't imagine being able to do 100 miles an hour in absolute comfort without worrying about speed traps. Well, yeah, let me tell you, the average speed measured in many different locations around Germany, it generally comes out to be between 138 and 146 kilometers per hour. So that means that when you're out there just cruising up from Frankfurt up to the Nürburgring, you can expect that the outside lane, the left lane, is going to be moving above average speed. So that means that the left lane is probably going to be averaging more than 144 kilometers an hour. Maybe, 150, 160. And it's quite normal for the reps and the guys doing the big mileages every year, doing 50,000 kilometers a year on the road. Those guys in their turbo diesel Audis will quite happily be cruising at 200 kilometers per hour on the cruise control. That has a massive effect on the car engineering, and it has a massive effect on the car market. And I think it was ex-Chancellor Kohl who described the Germans as an Autofahrer nation, a car driving nation. The industry has spilled out around the world because the Germans engineer their cars in a way that can cope with people getting on the Autobahn at 6 o'clock in the morning and ramping it up to 200 kilometers per hour in the first 5 minutes. And that's why lots of manufacturers have Autobahn test regimes, and that's why when you come here in summer, you'll often see cars belting up and down here flat out, because if you can make it last here and if you can make it well engineered when people are going to drive this fast, then it's going to be a good car, right? I'm sorry, Yaris. I don't know why I'm apologising to you, Yaris, actually. You get absolutely thraped around every racetrack I take you to. A little bit of top speed testing is not much at all. We've done 199 through the bottom of the foxhole as well. So I've actually had my theoretical top speed on the Nordschleife. You have to have a very slow car for that. So yeah, that was a quick buzz up the Autobahn. If you did enjoy it and you found it useful and informative, then please let me know. Also, if you have any more questions, then just ask in the comments and I'll answer them for you. All right, thank you very much. I'm going to head home now, which is actually only 10 minutes from this Autobahn as well. Catch you later.